What are you up to, Dave?
Oh, hey. I just picked up this Toro blower.
Where did you get it?
I bought it from my friend Carl.
Okay.
Here in town.
Yeah.
Really nice guy. Gave me a good deal on it. He was having some problems. He said it was seized.
It's seized, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Okay.
So I have this panel off here, and
Yeah.
I sported some.
The spark plug's out, eh?
Yeah, so I took the plug out and I tried
Yeah.
to put some penetrating oil down
That's
there.
good idea.
Left it for a couple days.
Yeah.
No luck.
Oops.
Yeah, wanted to show you that too. So I have the side panel off.
Okay.
And I'm not quite sure where to go from here. If there's any tricks to unseizing this, I kind of knew that I was going to probably be replacing the motor, or at least.
Okay, so
it apart.
don't pull too hard on that because you're going to wreck your starter recoil.
Okay.
Okay, the cover just fell off. So sometimes there's a bolt here. I don't see one here, Dave, but sometimes what I do is I turn the crankshaft on the belt side.
Oh, do you think someone's tried to do this already and that's snapped off?
No, that's kind of an adjustable pulley, I think, on these motors. But we could try turning this with a big pair of pliers.
Okay.
If that, we don't want to damage the pulley, so we'll be careful.
Right.
If that doesn't work, Dave, you'd have to take the cover off.
Okay.
Take the recoil off.
Okay.
And then put a socket and use a ratchet on the, the flywheel nut.
Okay, to try and break it free?
Try to break it free that way.
I guess we don't have anything to lose, really.
Not really. Or,
Okay.
if you get energetic, you can rip the whole cylinder off. But sometimes, Dave, I've gotten away with just doing it the way I'm telling you.
Okay, so why don't we give that a try?
Okay.
Okay.
You know what, Dave? It might be better to take the belt off.
Is there a special trick to this Don here, or you just gotta not be weak? Is that the tensioner there?
Yeah, maybe that.
Here, does it come
Is
off?
that tensioner?
There we go.
Okay, there you go. I thought the tensioner was seized.
It might be too. I might need to use a wrench on it.
It's harder to get it off because the motor won't turn. Usually you just kind of get it off. You just start it like that. And then when you spin the motor, the belt comes right off. There we go. Okay.
Oh, the tensioner seems okay then?
So now just grab the outer edge here with the pliers, and
Okay.
we won't go too crazy in case it's super seized, okay? There, I think
Really?
I saw it turn a bit.
Come
There you
on.
go, Dave.
Hold on. Have a look on the cylinder. Is it moving? Oh,
It is. Well, try the full cord, Dave.
come on. It can't be that easy.
Sometimes it is, Dave. Sometimes it's easy. Oh, she's stiff.
I think it's the starter that's stuck.
It might be, Dave.
I think it's the starter because...
Okay, you know what, Dave? Take this cover off.
Okay.
And
Just look. Oh, maybe not. That's free, right?
It is. Is there an electric starter on this?
Oh,
Ooh. Unless the motor's blown.
you know what that sounds like? It's like...
Maybe the rod's broken.
certainly sounds like something grinding in there, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can turn it by hand. Ooh.
What do you
That
think?
doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound good, does it?
It feels like the rod's broken.
It feels like the rod's
It feels
broke.
like that. Why don't you take the cover off, Dave, and then
check it out.
we're gonna be right back. Okay, making slots, Dave, to
Yeah.
make it easier.
Yeah. Just couldn't get that one out.
No.
Are you gonna do that one?
Yeah. You don't want to overdo it because you can melt the plastic.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't put...
See the slots?
yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't put a normal socket head on one of these, right? Like you're dealing with...
Yeah, the reason they do that is so that it's more aerodynamic, I guess.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
The exit for the snow.
Yeah, they always do that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, you've got the cover off, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you hear that?
I'm 99% sure the rod shot. I've had a few come in over the years.
So-
Same problem. And labor intensive too.
Yeah,
There's a lot of time involved here.
Look at how much of a mess it's going to be to get this out. I think I've repaired one of these as well in the past.
Yeah.
I remember saying to myself, don't do that again.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I would just kind of kiss it goodbye, man. I mean,
Yeah.
there's it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I guess you win some, you lose some. And I mean, it's gonna be valuable to somebody for parts probably. Like the auger paddles are
It's actually in good shape.
right. So maybe I'll look on the internet and see if I can find a cheap motor locally.
You know what? Hang on to it.
Yeah.
If I come across another one,
Yeah. Yeah.
or if you do, then
Yeah.
maybe we can end up with a good motor.
Yeah. But really, what's the resale value on a blower like this these days, Don? Maybe 150 or 200.
Yeah, about that, couple $100.
So for 150 or 200 bucks. Okay, so Don, my question for you is when someone brings something like this into your shop here, what do you tell them? Like, what is there any questions that you ask them if it's really only worth $150 used? Maybe they bought it new for $299 or $300 a few years ago, but what do you say to make sure that you don't waste your time?
First thing I ask people, what's your budget to repair this? What were you thinking of spending?
Right, but you're not asking that because you're trying to figure out how much money that you can get from them. You're asking, okay.
What I'm trying to do is trying to see if it's worth it for me and them.
Okay.
So most of the time, Dave, somebody's going to come with something like this. And they're going to say, if I ask them, what were you thinking? What's your spending limit on this? A lot of the time, they're going to say $100.
Okay.
Okay. So immediately, I know it's not worth it for me.
Right, because you'd be, 3 hours plus parts into that probably to try and fix it?
Exactly. And then at the end of the day, it may not even run.
Right, because there could be another issue with it. Like
Absolutely. It's like buying a car, Dave, that's sitting in the field.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't know the transmission's good until you fix the engine.
Right.
So you could fix the engine and then the transmission's garbage.
Right.
So you don't want to give quotes to people without knowing the full picture. And you always have to remember, the equipment that comes in your shop is not your equipment, it's their equipment.
Right.
And they have to take the chance on it.
And yes, so that you don't end up owning it or wearing it.
Yeah,
basically.
you shouldn't be the one taking the chance, on whether this thing's worth it or not. You have to get paid for your time, even if people don't fix it. Now, you have to be reasonable.
Right.
You can have like a flat fee.
Right.
To where, I'll give you an hour and I'm going to look at it. Sometimes you might spend more than an hour.
Right.
What I generally do is I just kind of make it a flat fee. So sometimes I can diagnose it in 45 minutes, an hour, sometimes 2 hours.
Right.
But you get to know after a while what to take and not to take in the shop.
Okay. And this is something that you just have that pretty frank and honest conversation with the customer saying, you're at such a level of disrepair here or it's broken to this certain point where it's going to be a lose-lose for both of us.
Exactly. So I have customers that come in that are cheap and I have some that come in that don't mind fixing something.
Right. Right.
Within reason. So let's say a guy told me, my budget is $600 for this. I would also tell them at that point, don't waste that much money on it.
Go buy a new one.
Go buy a new one.
Right. Now, but for like a snowblower, like to your left there, where they're worth, $1,500, it's a little bit easier to spend $200 or $300 repairing it versus on something like this where the value really isn't there. Okay.
So like I've had customers in the past where they don't mind spending the money.
Right.
And I get customers that don't want to spend the money. So it all depends who you're dealing with and what it's worth to them.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
Well, that answers that for me. Thanks very much.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think I know what I'm going to do.
All right, Dave. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. And make sure you're subscribed to both our channels. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.